YouTube welcome channel, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel, like, and comment, guys. Commenting is everything. YouTube is promoting those videos which has a lot of engagements. So to show the engagements, you need to comment. And with that, the plan for this episode is to do the Animancy battle, because totem of full rulership is it is not visible on the map where to go. So what I can do is, let's go to the next area, which is gonna be higher tier area from here. So it requires around in this area you can only upgrade to 8 level. Right now, where is this one? Where is this part? Okay, it's here. So let's go here. Do I have the updates? Not the pistol, not the axe, not this one. How can I do this, man? Oh, I can make this one. Now I have this one. The axe is doing 72. And it is doing this one this much. Let's upgrade this one. Now 8 and 4. And do not upgrade this one. I don't want to do this, because that is causing a problem here. Let's upgrade this one. Make it a fine one. Upgrade's done. Again.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and shard earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you. Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her. Did the deer anger the blaze? Did the brush? Did the soil? It consumes skin, heart. She hurt us. We only remember pain.
She's talking like Lord of the Rings, that golem. My precious. We are as a person, denoting it as a V, as the golem and his string.
We sift through our memories. They prick us. We steer clear of the skirt. No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have...
What is going on? Let's go.
Something doesn't feel right here. Never has.
Envoy. The eyes of Paradise are still upon you. Watch your step.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
Adherents are all around us. It behooves us to be discreet. My compatriots have observed your judgment. We have a message for you. We do not give second warnings. Consider this one carefully.
I think this game will have 4 level of areas. In the new areas, I think I will get like all. Oh, I need to burn that one.
Here it comes.
What is this?
Stand back.
I have to change the grimoire. Oh. Cannot see anything. There's nothing here. The doors are closed.
Ready, aim. There's nowhere to go. Aye, aye.
What is this? Why this room was given? Perhaps I need to blast that one off. Yeah.
Something happened here. Birth. Voices. Arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. The only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Throw a stone to make ripples. Beat back the tide of time. Your resolve stirs within us.
Just like the strangle room.
Give me 9th level.
Tell me your secret. The envoy blacked out for a moment, and now the Audra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Lever station. So far from the city. This off the captain or something?
What is this area?
Would it kill the Claviger to send us some better food?
You really have been working on
Look at this. Oh, perfect for thumbnail. She doesn't look at the camera, just like every Sony games, God of War or the Spider-Mans. She can look at in the camera now. That would have been good.
Hail, friend. Oh. Truly? Then we're heading the same way. Though Emerald Stair is not my ultimate goal, one of my ancestors apparently grew up in Solace Keep, deep in the Living Lands. I hope to find this place.
Oh, this one has 3 lockpicks. I'm buying every one of them. What is this? Regeneration. Grenades. Common sphere. Atra. Buying this one also. Come on. I think I should buy this one also. An armor. A heavy armor. But it's not working. I'm gonna buy this Chromore. It's better to buy that one than than using that and upgrading that common one. And the game says this is the better one, fine one. And pieces, is there any fine thing?
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
Post business.
Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Might have had something to do with that poor fellow who got strung up. No one told you? The rebels hanged one of your kin. Fellow by the name of Garrick. Suppose they wanted to send a message. Now that's irony for you. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf bought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
Survival dictates you remove a threat as soon as it makes itself known. That's exactly what you did.
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adheran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hilgard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against Animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... Better late than never. Can't give him a reason to go haunting me, right?
So you're planning on straying from the roads, huh? That changes a few things.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Imagine a flooded area, but instead of water, it's all plants that just seem to want you lost, starving, and dead. Step on the wrong thorn or eat the wrong leaf, and you'll find yourself paralyzed or exploding out of both ends.
He's just trying to scare you. But he's also right. You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Our deal was I'd help you find your assassin. I did that. I figured you'd probably travel faster with fewer people anyway. I have, things to do back in Paradise. Yep, keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is going to show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're going to need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Man, like stayed up 10-15 minutes of talking. Let's go. Is this the place I am here?
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilers? Please?
Looks like you could use our help.
Let's give her a hand.
Worse than rust! Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Not looking so good.
Worse than rust!
Man, the poison!
Beat that, Marius. I think I'm dying.
Who's dying?
On my last leg. Done.
Appreciate it.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? To climb, of course.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
There's a godless artifact just out of reach, and I must have it. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Do they really? I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
I'll try anything twice.
It's more of an animancy thing, isn't it?
That's so wrong, man.
Encourage me? It sounds like you're the one who needs a little encouragement. In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder. But sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord, and I need this vase now. Oh, you will? My. You're a looker and a doer. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
Balrog in the bedroom.
Interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
These guys were made my level up like a joke. The poison was so strong that my health was like draining like anything. Where is this vase? There. What the?
Keep quiet.
I knew it. We're gonna start getting higher tier things. Instead of iron chunks, I am getting steel chunks from the get-go.
Show me what you got.
Come on. The cameraman. I had to find a better option to defend myself against the poisons. Not drinking potions every time just because I have the ring to negate that poison if I drink that one. Oh shit. What is this godless face?
You are aware I can see you. Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Oh, holding my vase hostage. I respect that. First and foremost, Fior Mesiverno is an Animancer sanctuary. Vidaro, unlike his father, the former governor, is not an Animancer. I don't know why anyone would give two pyres about Vidaro. He loathes the idea of others thinking Fior is less than perfect. Emerald Stair used to be the breadbasket of the living lands. Now it won't bear fruit, and there are rumors of plague. Pleasant, isn't it? But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
That's something I hope never happens again.
Yes.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Oh, why did the dirty joke started? Just the area changing.
Here we go! Let's go! One for you!
Just the area changed and the thing started so badly.
Another glorious battle.
I like the jokes, but not the areas. The sharp off
Here it comes.
two things I would need. first getting poison
Never seen Emerald
remedies,
stare like this. It's usually so nice.
and second my levels. Else, like, this situation won't be ending any like pleasantly. They encourage in the game that you should break down everything and upgrade your things. Look at this. Hyla's talent. I cannot do this, man. Hyla's talent. No. What did I do?
Listen, Kai. I need
Yeah, I
you to
dropped
stomp
it.
like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was.
What did I do with the common one?
Than stalking.
I don't want to upgrade anything other than the
But you
weapon
don't see
right
me
now.
making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk slow.
What is this? It's an electrical thing. I think hit with electrical things. Or is that a part of Animancy? Putting electricity in the ground to grow.
You told us
As if
honey
people
Yup.
weren't hungry enough.
I think so.
And now look, spoiled on the vine. Zaritz won't even touch them.
Animancy's a process.
What do you mean that's all you got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
You showed up at a bad time.
Oh, it's an area.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. These. Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
No, Animancers were such shrewd business people, too.
Tiata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops! Look at your city! How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The dream scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me. But unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giata never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with Animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giata is an outcast. Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog.
I think she's gonna be our companion.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need
604 XP.
after all.
Speak with Giata. Why I'm going here? Where did she go?
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Steel chunks. They're shining, but I'm not able to pick them up.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata,
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an Animancy.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an Animancer. My tools, the workshop...
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my turn. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Straight to business then. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
I thought there is a potion there.
Yeah,
Oh, they are far away.
Better down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain was...
I'm only talking with the NPCs.
Careful! Or we'll get thrown out of the pub! We're all...
Ado, welcome to my fine stand.
Founded machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect... Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Yes, her theory of the Dream Scourge, I'm quite familiar. What I need is a stronger power source. Perhaps, if you can help me find an appropriate battle. I could use a large single block of Atra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but Most Delumgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. Still, Delumgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Yadra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giatta.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her?
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
What do you think of Giatta's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little
unpredictable. Like, the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? Oh, we should talk, but not here.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment. I mean.
Oh, it's you. You don't think the Clavager died alone in the strangle route?
I'm not making it up.
You're not still on about that, are you?
Doesn't it look like that movie Matrix farming? Humans were like farmed that way.
Right flank! Here we go!
The great mystery is...
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Ah, of course. The idea is a bit high-minded. Adra acts like a pathway for souls as they rejoin the wheel.
And the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, is it not?
So, just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge. An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, maybe our luck. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Sorry, I've been on my own for a while, and as you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can...
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor, but of course nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Thank you. It helps that he's already dead. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has gone. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
He's gonna be a tough boy.
This is why I don't take pets.
Oh, it's from here. Oh.
This is
Not bad, Marius.
One moment.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Poor Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all. Adra is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the Dream Scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Adra pillar could remember its last brush with the Dream Scourge. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Man, that is a long place to run. I need to go here.
Settling.
And I think I will do that the next episode, because this is gonna take a lot of time to run there. And there might be a lot of enemies I need to deal with.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this?
So guys, I'm gonna ask you to please subscribe to my channel, like, share my videos. I'll continue this in the next episode. Till then guys, bye.